A wireless portable color scanner? Let's try it out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm looking at this. This is the Epson Workforce ES-300W wireless portable color scanner. It's a lot of words, but it's a really cool piece of technology. As you can see, it's portable. It's so wireless, it even has its own battery. You can plug it in, you can use it via USB with your computer, but I love the fact that I can just do this, just like this, and use it. So, instead of talking about it, let's use it. First thing, obviously, you have to open it up, and it unfolds, and then these come out, and now you have your document feed set up. And then on the side, there's 3 switches, or a switch with 3 settings, I should say. So you can have it join a Wi-Fi network, which is what I've been using, or you can have it become its own, basically wireless hotspot, and then you can use things like your mobile device to connect to it, super sweet, or you can actually do old school, and you can have a USB wire plugging into your Mac or PC. I'm really all about wireless, so we're going to do that. We're going to set it up to be its own Wi-Fi hotspot. I'm going to turn it on. Takes a couple of seconds, and all the setup's a little tedious on all the different apps. That's just the nature of wireless devices. So I'm going to go onto my phone, and let's go ahead and get this recording started. So I'm going to record, so you'll be able to see step by step everything that I do. So you ready? So here I am. I'm at the Epson document scan, but I'm not ready yet because I actually have to go back and go to settings, because I have to pick this as a Wi-Fi hotspot. So I go here, and hopefully it shows up. We'll give it a moment or two, maybe 3 moments. Well, both those lights are on, so it should be there. We'll just wait a second. There it is. So now it's shown up, and I can see on the top that I am connected. And of course, there's no internet connection. It's exactly what you'd expect. This is not an internet hotspot. This is a scanning hotspot. So exciting. Now we'll go back to the program, and we're going to choose scan, and it's going to search, and it finds the scanner. So now, to scan a business card, I slide the top part to turn off document feed, and there's a little display here that shows you where to put it. Looks like we're ready to roll. I'm going to just do document size. We'll do business card, and then I'll just choose scan, and it goes in, it scans, it comes out, and then on the phone we have the document. Oh, and it oriented it the wrong way. That's kind of interesting. So that's something I'm going to have to mess around with. Let's try that exact same scan when we get to the computer. But now, instead of doing that, we're going to just go back and cancel. Oops, we'll save this. And then we're going to scan something different. So we'll go home and scan. And this time, I'm going to just go ahead and do a color document. So now, there's the little tiny feeds and all this sort of stuff. And now it's let's get rid of the business card. We'll just go back to 8.5 by 11. And we're going to save this as a PDF. But here's one thing that's really cool. We could do a double-sided scan, and it'll scan both sides of this document simultaneously. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see, move, oops, aha, see, it's smarter than I am. So it's reminding me I need to turn this back to the document feeder. And in fact, I think we're going to find my computer's in the way, so let's give it a little space here. And go. And I will say, this is a crazy fast scanner. So it's already scanned that in color. And as you can see here, it got both sides. It had a little problem with things being square, but that's just sort of the nature of these. I think the problem there is that the little document edge unit is just a little bit short for some thicker documents. This is more like cardboard, but nonetheless, done. How cool is that? Now, let's go and try the same things. I'm going to save this, okay. And now, let's go and try the same things on the Macintosh software. So, I'll put the phone down, and now I'm going to turn this off, and then switch the slider to be on the Wi-Fi network, and then turn it on again. And this takes a little while, but this time we'll also try the document feed with multiple sheets. So we're on the Mac, and now I need to catch another screen recording program, this one on the Macintosh. So we'll get this ready to go. And okay, so now we should be recording. So now there are a whole bunch of Epson apps that come with the program. It's actually a little confusing, but what I want is Epson Smart or Scan Smart. Now, it's still, you can see by these flashing, oh, it just finished. So it was still trying to get onto the Wi-Fi network, and now it's on here. And as you can see in the program, it has found the scanner. So that's cool. So now, let's see, let's start with just a business card scan. So again, I'll put this in here. And now we'll do single-sided scan. And let's see what happens. That is a perfect scan. That is very nice. Now, it does come with some software to let you actually analyze business cards and pull data off of them. I haven't used that. I mean, honestly, business cards to some extent feel a little old school, but you know, whatever, we'll go to that. So now, this time I want to scan multiple pages. We'll try the automatic document feed. Epson says this works up to 20 sheets. So let's see what happens. We're just going to do single-sided scans and go. Let's just move this out of the way. That is a very nice, quick document scanner. And the fact that I can actually just throw it in my backpack or carry it with me is amazing. And let's see, on the computer you can see page 1, page 2. Okay, so all of these worked. These are a game I'm working on designing, so don't get too excited reading all this. But that'll work great. Let's try one more test. Let's try the two-sided color. So again, we're going to go back to this thicker card, and you can see here that it doesn't actually curve to match the scanner. That's why it was having a little problem with skew. So let's scan again, but this time I'm going to do a double-sided scan. Let's see how that works out. So it's super fast, and we should see the same stuff that we saw on the phone, but this time it'll be on the Mac. And there we have it. So there's the front of that document, and there's the back of that document. Now, for any one of these, I can then actually go and I can share them. Share all of them, and as you can see, you can send them to Google Drive, you can send it to Dropbox or Evernote, you can print them, you can automatically attach them to email messages. Really nice. There's a lot to really like about this scanner. Now, with all of this, let's go ahead and let me turn off the recording. There we go. So now, let's talk about this scanner, because as you can see, it's a heck of a piece of engineering. I'm going to turn this power off. But it comes with some issues. So first off, document feed up to 20 pages. I haven't tried 20 pages, but you saw with my 5-page or 6-page scan, that was about as easy as it could possibly get. That's really nice. It does have some built-in OCR software, but that is something where it's kind of fussy to get it to work properly. So if you need OCR, that is something that might or might not meet your needs. Duplex scanning, both sides simultaneously. How awesome is that? Super nice. And then to automatically save it to a PDF, so convenient. Now, it also is up to 25 pages per minute. You saw that when I was doing the multi-sheet document, that was going through pretty darn fast. And it scans, this is super important, it's 600 by 600 DPI. Because of course the resolution is really important, particularly if you're looking at things like photographs or anything that's a complicated color image like this. That's a pretty complicated image, and it scanned it and it looked really good. Now, like I said, you can scan directly to cloud storage, Dropnote, Dropbox, Evernote, not Dropnote Everbox, although who knows, maybe those are both services that are shortly going to be coming out. Or you can scan to your smartphone. So these scans are sitting on my smartphone. I'm not sure what happened with the business card. I think I would probably just use the regular 8.5 by 11 scan and then crop it, so that would work just fine. And it obviously runs off battery power, so that is also really cool. That's part of what makes it so heavy. Now, I couldn't figure out how long it lasts on a battery, but you know, it does come with a power cord, of course, so you can plug it into the wall, and it does have a little indicator whether it's charging the battery or the battery's fully charged. My guess is that it's going to be good for at least 50 or 60 scans. So if you're a researcher and you want to take a scanner to the library or something, this could be fantastic. It does push the document through, obviously, so on a flatbed scanner, it's much less damage or much less impact on a document if you're working with rare documents. This also isn't going to work really well with books, but if you have sheets of paper, this can be fantastic. It can scan receipts. They even include receipt management software, at least on the Windows side, so that's pretty nice. As I said, it's about 3 pounds, so it's not the world's lightest device, and the dimensions are, it's about 1 foot long, 3.5 inches long, and then 2.5 inches tall. So it's actually a surprisingly compact unit considering just how much is packed into here. But having said that, there are some issues with the software. Now, if you go and look on Amazon for the reviews, you'll see, boy, people are all over the place. Some people adore this thing and other people find it super frustrating. Now, a lot of the complaints I saw people made were probably to do with earlier generations of the Epson software. Epson ships a bunch of software and drivers and everything, and I found, like on my iPhone, this is an iPhone 10 running iOS 11. We're not quite at iOS 12. And so I found that that whole setup was really straightforward and well documented. But 9 months ago, it might have been a little more confusing. So take a grain of salt when you're, or take the reviews on Amazon with a grain of salt, because it's entirely possible those are referring to earlier generations of the software. But again, having said that, the scanner supports, actually, there's a button on the scanner that says Start Scan, but it doesn't work on a Macintosh. So supposedly it works on Windows. I haven't tried that on the Windows side. I don't really care because I can just as easily manage it from whatever device I'm scanning to. So that doesn't really matter to me. But if it's something where you want to put in a document, push a button, and then have the right thing happen, then that might or might not work. It might require you being plugged in via USB. It might require the software already running on your computer. You know, variations on the theme, but probably the vast majority of scanners are going to have exactly that same issue. Now, the other thing that bothers me more on my Macintosh is on the menu bar. As you can see here, there's a little helper app that actually shows you whether the scanner's connected or not, but it never ever tells me the scanner's connected, even while I'm actually scanning. So I find that really bizarre, and what's more frustrating is I can't figure out how to get rid of it. So, you know, it's really hard. My cat also is highly unimpressed with that. We'll have to figure out what's going on in a moment, but let me just tell you real quick that the Epson, hang on a second, I'll be back. Okay, we got that all worked out. Apparently my cat really wanted me to use a PC for this demo, but I got a Mac, so that's what we did. Okay, so now let's talk about it. Just the last little bit of information. But before we get there, do me a favor and click on that subscribe button. I post a ton of product reviews, and it would really be great if you were watching them and giving me feedback on all of them. So thumbs up, thumbs down, comments, whatever, it's all good. Now, this is, as I've said, the Epson Workforce ES-300W, and you can pick one up at Amazon.com for $249.99. That's pretty spendy for a scanner, but when you look at all the features and functionality it has, that's a pretty darn good deal. So, this is Dave Taylor. I think I'm going to get back to scanning and try to figure out exactly what's going on with the business card scan on my smartphone. So that means I'll catch you in my next video.